welcome my dear friends. My name is Kundan Kumar Singh and today I am going to deliver a beautiful lecture on mathematics dealing with the topic operation on whole number. So in this we have already studied the three operations related to whole numbers. But in today's class we are going to study the fourth operation, that is the last operation we are going to study on behalf of whole number. So, in order to study this division operation, you have to deal with some properties. So, there are altogether 6 number of properties in case of division operation. So, we will study all those properties in detail. Without wasting time, we will get in touch with the first property. What is that? Here it is telling A and B are two whole number. That means this A can hold any value out of this range, that is 0 to infinity. So here for example I have taken A value as 6, which is lying within this range 0 to infinity. Okay. Again B is also a whole number. So for B also we have picked out the value from here, that is 0 to infinity. So we have taken as 2 here for our example, such that B not equal to 0. That means the A value can be equal to 0. This A value can be equal to 0, but this B value can never be equal to 0. I hope you are clear. I am telling that this value for A you can take 0 also or other than 0. But talking about B, you cannot pick the value as 0. I hope you are clear. So once we have decided the value for A and B, we are responsible for executing this third line. What is it? A divided by B. So we will do over here A divided by B. It is nothing but A by B. So A by B, simply we will write over here. So we will substitute the value for A. A is nothing but 6 and B is 2. So 6 by 2 is nothing but, when we try to divide it, we will get the quotient as 3. Okay? You will get the quotient as 3. Now, you tell me in the fourth line, A by B equal to, we will produce some result. That result may or may not be a whole number. But for this example, we got the value as 3, which is a whole number. Why? Because this value will lie within this range, that is 0 to infinity. 0 to infinity is considered as a whole number. Within this range, we are getting the value for A divided by B as 3. I hope you are clear about property 1. This is all about property 1. So I will now proceed to property 2 in case of division operation. So I am erasing this. Alright. Now we are looking the second property in case of division. What is that? Here if A is any whole number, so I am telling that A will be a variable which will hold the value from 0 to infinity. So within this range the value for A will be decided. So for example, I have picked up the value A equal to 5. So we have fixed the value for A as 5. This 5 is lying within this range or not? Yes. Yes. Once we have decided the value for A, we are responsible for executing this second statement. What is that? A divided by 1, it will produce the result as A. So let's look over here. A divided by 1, we are writing this left hand side expression. What is that? A divided by 1. So here A is nothing but 5. So we will substitute over here 5 divided 1. Now you remember any number divided by 1. Here any number is nothing but 5. 5 divided by 1, it will always produce the result as 5. Okay, instead of 5, you can pick up any value out of this range, that is 0 to infinity, and try to divide that value by 1, you will get the same value as that one. What is that? For example, if you are taking the value for A as 6 and you try to divide that 6 by 1, you will get the result as 6 only. I hope you are clear about this property too. Now I will be moving for property 3. I am erasing this. Alright. Now we are looking at property 3 in case of division operation on whole number. So what is that? It is telling if A is any whole number, that means A is a variable which can hold the value from this range. What is that range? 0 to infinity. So from this range we will decide the value for A. So let's decide over here. I am taking one example to understand this rule. To understand this property, I am taking one example. For suppose I am picking up the value for A as 9 over here. Okay, we have decided, once we have decided the value for A over here, we are responsible for checking this second statement. What is that? A not equal to 0. Can you see this A is not equal to 0? Yes. Here we have taken A equal to 9, which is not equal to 0. This A is not equal to 0. I hope you are clear. That means the value for A, if you want to pick up from this range, you have to exclude this 0. You have to eliminate every time this 0 and you have to pick up the value for A. Okay, once you have picked up the value for A, here for suppose I have taken as 9, then you have to move to this third line. What does it say? A divided by A, it will produce the result as 1. Let's verify this statement over here. I will write this left hand side expression. What is that? A divide A. So A divide A. For A, we have taken the value as 9. Okay. Here also A is 9. So 9 divided 9. It will produce the result as 1. So now you can clearly see that this A divided by A is producing the result as 1. So simply we will write over here A divided A. We are able to verify this third line. What is it? A divided by A, it will produce the result as 1. So according to this property, I mean to say that if you pick up the value for A other than 0 and you try to divide that A with the same value A, you will get the result as 1. So I hope you are clear about this property 3. Now I am moving to the fourth property. For that I am erasing this. Alright. Now we are looking at the fourth property in case of division operation on whole number. What is that? If A is any whole number, so for this A, we will take out any value from this range. For suppose I am taking here as an example, A, I am taking the value as 6. Okay, this 6 is lying within this range 0 to infinity or not? Yes, this is lying. So once we have decided the value for A, we are responsible for verifying this second line. What is it? 0 divided A, you will get 0. So let's verify that. 0 divided A. This is the left hand side expression I have written over here. So 0 divided A value is nothing but 6 over here. So 0 divided 6, you will get the result as 0. Okay. That means we are able to verify this 0 divided A equal to 0 with the help of this example. So I am telling with the help of this property, I mean to say that when you try to divide 0 with any other whole number, you will get the result as 0 always. Okay, I hope you are clear with this property 4. Now I am moving to the property 5. For that I will erase this. Alright, now we are looking at property 5 in case of division operation. What is that? Here I am telling A is any whole number other than 0. That means I am taking over here example. This A value can never be equal to 0. Okay, for this property 5, this A value can never be equal to 0. Okay. So other than 0, you can pick up the value for A. Other than 0, you can decide the value for A. So A can be if it is not equal to 0, then what will be the value for a? It can be 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on up to infinity. So within from 1 to infinity, you can pick up any value for a. For this example, I will take up the value for a as 9. For suppose I have taken up a equal to 9. Okay. Once we have decided, we are responsible for this second line execution. What is that? Division by 0 is not defined. The other form of this statement is this one. What is it? Within this box you can clearly observe a divide by 0. It will produce the result as not defined. So let's verify this box. What is it? A divide 0. So a is nothing but 9. 9 divided 0, it will give the result as not defined. Simply you have to write not defined. That means we will be not able to know the value, what will be the result. When we try to divide this 9 by 0, you will get the result as not defined. I hope you are clear with this example. Instead of 9, you can pick up any value for this a other than 0 and you try to divide that a with 0. You try to divide that a with 0, this 0, you will get the result always not defined. Okay, by this property, simply I mean to say that when you try to divide any whole number other than 0 with the help of 0, you will get the result as not defined or undefined. I hope you are clear. Now I am erasing this property and moving to the last property in case of division operation. So simply I am erasing this. Alright, now we are looking the sixth property in case of division operation on whole number. What is that? Here, this is the structure for division. What is that? First you have to take this curve and another curve and simply join this line. So this is the structure for division. Of course there are different number of structures for division, but I will follow in the entire course as this structure. What is that? Whatever you will write here, it will be considered as a divisor, and whatever you write inside this structure, it will be considered as dividend, and on the top of it, it will be considered as quotient, and below it, it will be called as a remainder. Okay, so here, for the sake of understanding this structure, I have taken this division. What is that? Simply I have taken 18 divided by 2. So this can also be written as 18 by 2. So this 18 here, it is called as a dividend, which will be written here. Okay, within this structure we will write this 18. So this 18 is nothing but it is a dividend. So dividend is always written inside this structure. I have written over here. Now this 2 is nothing but divisor. So divisor, you observe here, divisor is written exactly outside this structure. So divisor is here. So once we have created this structure, this format, you are responsible for simply dividing over here. So 2. In the table of 2, you have to observe how many times this 18 will occur. 2 nines are 18. Okay. So 2 nines are 18. 8 minus 8, you will get 0. 1 minus 1, you will get 0. So you are getting the quotient. Once you have done 18 by 2, you are getting the quotient value. Here, quotient value, here, this is the quotient value. Whatever you will write above this structure will be considered as a quotient. So here we are getting the quotient as 9. That means on division, this 18 divided by 2, you will get the result as 9. I hope you are clear. So in order to verify whether this result is correct or not, you have to follow this formula. What is it? This formula. What is it? Dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus, this is plus symbol, plus remainder. Okay. So we will verify this expression. You can call it as an expression or as a formula. So we will try to verify this one with the help of this example. So here, for suppose, here I am telling dividend. Here dividend is nothing but, here dividend is nothing but 18. 18 we have considered as a dividend. So we will substitute over here 18. Okay. This 18 must be equal to this value. What is it? Divisor into quotient. So divisor is nothing but 2. Here already I have stated that 2 is a divisor. So instead of divisor, I will write here 2. Okay. What about the quotient? Here we got the quotient as 9 because anything we are writing on the top of this structure is considered as a quotient. So here quotient is 9. So simply we will multiply this 2 into 9. And again we have to see here plus symbol is there. Okay. What about the remainder? Anything we are writing below this structure will be considered as a remainder. So here the remainder is 0, 0. So simply we will write 0 over here. Now you tell me this 18 is equal to this expression or not. So let's do over here. 2 9s are 18. 18 plus 0, it will again give 18. That means 18 is equal to 18. We are able to verify this formula. For suppose here I have taken 18, you take any two number and try to divide with each other, you must be able to verify this formula. If it is verified, then only we can say our division is correct. Otherwise, the division is wrong. By studying all these properties, I am very much sure that you will not face any difficulty while dealing with whole numbers for performing those operations. What are those four operations we have studied till now? That is, first we have studied addition operation, second we have studied subtraction, third multiplication operation, and the fourth one is the division operation. By studying all these properties, you will be very much clear about the concepts regarding whole numbers. That's all for today's class. Thank you and have a nice day. If you find any difficulty regarding these rules and properties, you can comment down below in the comment section. I will definitely answer all your doubts and queries. Thank you and have a nice day.